In this Monster Hunter Wild video, guys, we're going to be going over all of the new patch updates that Capcom put out as of March 10th, and you can pretty much say goodbye to all the constant flower picking by loading up the same quest over and over again. So I did put a patch title on the old video for the farming video, so we will no longer be able to constantly reload this quest over and over again to activate the night flower pollens. So for those of you that stocked up on those flowers, then you can still do these things to make sure you get as many Artian weapon parts as much as you can. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So first things first, let's talk about what exactly got patched. And what got patched was pretty much spawning the quest over and over again, the desert knows not the sea. So the flowers don't spawn constantly like they used to, so it is not a viable method to constantly reload the quest over and over again and get your 2 night flower pollens and restart the quest. I'll put a link down in the description below to the Capcom support site of everything that got patched as well. They patched some bugs and other stuff that were going on, but if you still collected some of the night flower pollens before this got patched, what does work is you can still go to Nata and turn in your leftover pollens, and you can still trade in for those gold relic or gold melding tickets to either get the Artian weapon parts or the high level decos over at the melding pot. And need not fret, because you don't have to worry about the tickets not being worth anything, as they're still worth 1200 points to turn in at the melding pot. So nothing to worry about there. You can still turn in the gold melding tickets or the gold relic tickets and still get the same amount of parts and or decos, depending on however many gold tickets that you have. But it's not all bad news, as I'm going to show you guys how to get more bang for your buck when you're out hunting, especially in the end game, to get as many good decos and Artian weapon parts, along with getting some armor spheres. That way you can upgrade your armor. Now, one of the best ways to enhance your hunting is by going to your map and pretty much looking for tempered double hunts. What these will do is at least have at least one tempered apex monster along with another monster, and this will spawn bonus rewards such as a bunch of decos. So as you can see here, I have an Arkveld with a Hirobami with a gem with a bunch of decos. I have another tempered Arkveld with some other monsters that give a bunch of Artian weapon parts, a couple decos here and there. So you get about a dozen weapon parts, or you can get about a dozen decos. And these are the hunts that you want to look for out in the world. Now, to maximize on this, you can go and do the field survey, which is by simply clicking on the quest, creating a quest, begin a field survey, go and hunt the monster right then and there. Then you can go into your previous field surveys with Alma in the quest giver menu, and you can replay these field surveys up to 3 more times. And then if you save them as investigations, that's a further 3 additional times. So you can maximize by playing the same hunt up to 7 times. So if you have about maybe 12 decos that you can get from a double hunt, and if you do that 7 times, that's about 84 decos that can drop from all of the hunts that you do. And this is simply, of course, if you haven't figured it out by now, it's by simply playing the game. I'm just trying to help any of the newcomers or any of the people that are trying to maximize their hunts as they get on and hunt, trying to get their best weapons and armors and stuff like that. So these are the tips that you want to utilize when you're on, trying to get hunts on, trying to get as many double hunts as you can, get those Artian parts, get those decos, so that way you can maximize your builds. And then also, while you're hunting Arkvelds and tempered monsters and stuff like that, then you're getting all of the high level parts that you can use to also craft the high level armor. So it's, you're maximizing your hunting by doing these things. And another tip that I want to share with you guys is also saving any investigations and or quest field surveys with hunts that automatically drop any of the rare gems. So as you see here, I have this Uth Duna here with the Uth Duna gem as a bonus reward. So this is a guaranteed drop every time I do this hunt. So anytime you see these gems, either Arkvel gems, New Udra gems, the Wyvern gems, the Bird Wyvern gems, any of the gems that are guaranteed to drop, I would highly recommend to save those or to do the field surveys at least, because then this case you can turn these gems into armor spheres and or getting the ore parts to upgrading your Artian weapons. And in order to do this, all you got to do is head over to the oil well basin, talk to the smelting foundry guy over by the forge, the Orichalcite, which is the highest rarity ore that you can use to upgrade your Artian weapon parts. And as you can see here, I have an Uth Duna water gem that's worth 800 points. It's only 300 points required to get one of these. I have a Raydal bolt gem. I have 4 of these, so I can get quite a few of these Orichalcites. So these gems are worth a lot of points, and this is what's going to benefit you to try and get as much of these Orichalcites, which are used to upgrade your Artian weapon parts. It takes about 50 of these Orichalcites to fully roll a high level, the rarity 8 top tier Artian weapons. And as you can see here, Arkvel gems are worth 1,000 points, but you can also come here and turn these in for armor spheres. And armor spheres, the hard ones are worth 1,000 and the heavy ones are worth 5,000. So the heavy ones are going to be a little bit more costly, but you can also get a couple hard ones. But if you are constantly farming these monsters, getting the gems, and the gems also have a bonus chance of dropping as well. So you have the guaranteed drop, then you have a chance of it dropping again just by hunting the monster. So if you're acquiring a bunch of these gems and turning these in, then this is pretty much what the gameplay loop is, to try and maximize your hunts while you're getting your Artian parts, getting your decorations, and then turning them in, and then upgrading your armor with armor spheres, and then upgrading your Artian weapons to ensure that you get your god tier Artian weapon. And real quick guys, before I head out, I was just updated on this as I was recording this video. So as of right now, till March 18th, Capcom just put out another event quest. And speaking of armor spheres, this goes well with this video. We have a new event quest called Tongue Tied. We have to fight a tempered Chotacabra. I think it's hunter rank at least 21 or higher, and he has a chance of dropping hard and advanced armor spheres, so you can farm him to try and get some of those armor spheres to help upgrade your weapon. So just a little tidbit of information as I was recording this video. So Capcom just put this out as of March 11th, and this is good until March 18th, so a full week to farm this event quest to try and get as many armor spheres as you can. And that's pretty much it for this patch update video, guys. I'm sorry that we put out that video and then soon after Capcom was going to patch it. That's why I don't normally like making those videos, but I had to make it up to you guys by making this video on how to capitalize on those Nightflower pollens that you did have and you can still turn in. But as you're playing the game, I hope you follow these tips to maximize your hunting to get as many parts and many decos and as many armor spheres as you can. And again, guys, don't forget about that event quest that just dropped to get as many armor spheres as possible. So I hope you guys found this video informative. If you did, make sure to drop a like. Consider subscribing to the channel. We got more Monster Hunter Wilds coming your way. Got some builds that I'm working on right now, but if you want all that and more games coming out, make sure to hit that bell icon so that way YouTube can notify you guys when our videos go live. Thank you again, guys, so much for all of the love and support on the channel. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are the fucking best. I will see you on the next one. Deuces.